And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Maybe Gymnasium on the campus of Fontbonne University. It's the second of our doubleheader here tonight of Westminster basketball as the Blue Jays will take on the home team, the Fontbonne Griffins. 70. Westminster wins the tip, and here is Kai Millard. Sends it back out. Three-pointer on the way. That's short, off the mark by Kurt Kovac. Quickly ahead into the front court, Nolan Zellner. Now back out to Ben Rapp. Ben Rapp has it between the circles for Fontbonne. Rapp still with it, closely guarded there by Crawford. Now gives it up to Frank Sheets. Now back out to Rapp. Rapp driving with 15 on the shot clock. Over to Sheets. Left-handed shot baseline jumper. That's no good. Rebound was taken down by Zellner, but when he kicked it out, he kicked it right out to Visley, and Visley went in for the layup, but that was off the mark, no good. So team struggling here in this first minute. Here is a two-pointer on the way. That's off the mark from Chris Forrest.
Kind of like boxers early going. They're very tight.
Now here's Crawford knocking down a jumper just inside the three-point line. So Stanley Crawford gets the first bucket of the ball game out of Hazelwood Central, and it's 2-0. Now a three attempt at the other end by Rapp. That's no good. And then Forrest with the rebound, and he's tied up.
Visley grabs him to the ground.
So the possession arrow will favor Fontbonne here. They trail it here 2-0 early on. Here's Rapp. Tries to get it in, now finds Nolan Zellner. Zellner with it. Ends up having it knocked away. Nolan Zellner out of Washington High School. He played on those great teams with Scott Suggs down there, who's now at the University of Washington, but he was a very good number 2 scoring option for the Jays. He just kept he went from the Blue Jays. Now he's playing the Blue Jays here tonight of Westminster.
Right.
Here's Sheets. His bounce pass. Sheets, he stayed with the Griffin theme. He went from the Golden Griffins of Yanni to the Griffins of Fontbonne. He's got it now. After a pass that went awry, kicks it out. Zellner, three. That one's off the mark, no good. And Fontbonne starts this ice cold from the field.
They've certainly had the shots. They've had the looks.
Here's Crawford driving, and he lost the dribble, and then he tried to get it back, stepped on the end line, out of bounds. So
if you want
turnover.
to comment on this game, take part in the action, have any views on the Jays, email us at Bearfax1, BAERFAX, numeral 1 at swbell.net, and we will answer your email. We'll bring you into the discussion.
Here's Ben Rapp out of Zumwalt West, another local guy. He gives it up now. Here's Chris Forrest, drops a three. Chris Forrest knocks down a three-pointer.
Just like that, the Griffs have a 1-point lead.
He averages 17 a game. That's his 28th three-pointer of the season.
We'll settle in. It's a big night of Blue Jay basketball here on the Prepcast Broadcast Network. Prepcast U, where we cover college as well as high school basketball.
A large shot off the mark, no good, and Fontbonne Forrest down with the rebound. Here's Zellner, left side now to Ben Rapp, closely guarded by Crawford. Kicks it over. Sheets, three-pointer on the way. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebound fought for and taken down by Kovac. Quickly ahead to Crawford. He comes in 2-on-4. Pull-up jumper is good. Stanley Crawford with all 4 points here for Westminster. Second leading scorer at 11.6 a game. Jake Visley is the leader at just over 16 a game. Sheets going to try another three, and he drains this one. Well, at first you don't succeed, try again, and he does. So Frank Sheets gives Fontbonne a 6-4 lead. Here's a jumper at the other one by Crawford, no good. Sheets down with the rebound. Now it's Rapp ahead. Fontbonne has been cold from the floor, but they have made 2 threes to have a 6-4 lead here. Here's Zellner with it in the corner. Entry pass into Thomas, and he's stripped by Crawford. Quickly ahead now Millard, and it's going to go out of bounds. It was touched along the way. They say it was touched by Ben Rapp. Now Jamal Thomas is going to sit down as Eric Hamilton will come in.
We'll recognize the Blue Jay cheerleaders who made the trip and cheer both teams on. They always hit all the away games. They're not fair weather. They're with the Jays, home or away. They're always with them.
Now it's Rapp running across the timeline here. Nearly 4 minutes in. It's 6-4. Fontbonne on top. Here's Rapp with it, driving, kicks it off. Sheets driving now into the paint, and his short rolling shot is no good, and Crawford down with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Bisley. Bisley puts a layup up, no good, but he's fouled. So Jake Bisley will head to the free throw line for our first free throws of the ball game. Owen Zellner will get the foul. Bisley eyes up the first free throw on the way, and it is good. He is a 73% free throw shooter on the season. Tops on the team is Stanley Crawford, 79%. So Bisley, the leading scorer for Westminster, gets the first point of the game. First scored by someone other than Crawford, and he nails the second one as well. We're tied at 6 here, 4 minutes into the ball game. Here's Jared Buford out of Eureka High School, another local kid in for the first time. A lot of locals on both of these teams. They recruit St. Louis well. Here is a jump shot on the way. That's off the mark, no good from Forrest. And quickly ahead into the front court. Here's Crawford. Loses control of all. His good defense there by the Griffins. Now Forrest quickly ahead in the front court. Ahead to Sheets. Drives, baseline. Shot won't go as it hit the front of the rim.
Bisley grabs it.
Bisley with the rebound quickly to Millard, and his long outlet pass to Crawford is too far. Out of bounds. Another turnover here by the Blue Jays.
I'll tell you what, in this racehorse league, you never see a pass go 3 times on either end. It's one guy, 2 guys, shoot. Every time down.
Daniel Lish is going to check in for the first time.
Boy, that's a name we've heard before, haven't we?
I believe he's some sort of relation to the Lishes because he is from Belleville, just like the others. He's not
another product
brother,
of Balsop High School.
Well, no, he's actually from Belleville East.
Oh, Belleville East, oh.
So I don't think he's not a sibling of the Lishes of St. Louis U, but probably a cousin, I would assume.
If your name's Lish, you play basketball.
That's right. Which is funny since Rusty played football.
Yeah, but all the kids,
he did play
but all the boys and girls will play basketball.
So he checks in now for the first time. Blue Jays will have a man check in right now as the ball is out of bounds, turned over by Fontbonne, and then it's going to be Justin Gilmore who'll check in for Kyle Millard. So Gilmore in.
Well, we're having fun here at the Mabee Center, as always.
Nice crowd has filed in for the men's game. They took part at the end of the women's game as well, which was an exciting one all the way down to the wire. We'll see if the men's game can do the same. It was a big victory for Westminster first time around, but so far the Griffins are hanging in there, tied at 6. Here is a kick out to Kovac for a 3. Yes! Bert Kovac drains it.
Matt Mitchell gives a sign of approval on that.
9-6. Westminster on top. There's a drive by Forrest. That's off the mark, no good. Gilmore tried to draw the charge, but the Blue Jays come down with the rebound. Here's Crawford into the front court. Now to Bisley. Hands it off now to Crawford, over to Kyle Millard, who's right back in the ball game. Now it's Bisley, left wing. 3-point lead here for the Blue Jays.
Think about Webster. Well,
there is a nice entry pass into Gilmore, and he lays it up and in.
This is a basketball team with interchangeable parts, and they play within a system, and that's why they win so many games.
Here's Buford with a wide-open 3, and he drains it. Boy, he saw an opportunity, and he took it. Fontbonne has not made a 2 here tonight, but they have 3 threes.
Yeah.
And it's 11-9.
Yeah, they don't like 2-point shots. Never had a 3 they didn't like.
Blue Jays with a 2-point lead here. Down to 13:48 to go first half. Here's Kovac with it.
Maybe some kind of NCAA record if they score all 3s all night, wouldn't it?
It would be. Kovac now into Millard. Now Gilmore driving baseline, kicks it out. Millard, open 3 on the way. That one rattles in and out, and a rebound. We're going to have a foul called. Bisley over the back. So checking into the game for the first time is Skylar Tolson for Westminster, and Stanley Crawford will sit out.
You're going to see a lot of players running out of both lineups tonight. Fontbonne's in their white, trimmed in purple, and Jays are in their navy blues, trimmed in light blue and white.
Here's Buford with it. Hit that big 3 moments ago. Now he hits a floater in the lane on a nice drive by Jared Buford. He's got 5, and we're tied at 11.
Yeah, but there goes the NCAA record for all threes.
Yep. All right, we'll go by the wayside there with that 2.
Like a no-hitter ending. We don't talk
right.
about it anymore.
That's right. Nice turnaround jumper in the paint there by Kurt Kovac. And it's 13-11.
He's got 5.
So Kovac drains it, gives Westminster the lead back. Here's Buford. 5 straight points for the Griffins. He's got it now over left side to Daniel Lish. Lish guarded there closely by Millard. Lish tries a behind-the-back move, ends up bouncing off his foot. Now back the other way comes Tolson.
2-on-1.
Back to this way for the jam on the 2-on-1.
That was with authority.
Tolson was all the way in there, too. Selfishly gave it up, had a better angle, did Visley, and he dropped the hammer on that one. Now a 3-pointer missed at the other end. Tipped up once, tipped up twice. No. Rebound fought for, and Westminster has it. 4-point lead here. And the ball. Here's Millard into the front court. Now to Kovac. Now left side Tolson. Now to Visley, who just had that big jam moments ago. Now to Kurt Kovac, top of the key.
We've played halfway through the first half already. I'm telling you, this is record pace. They're racing them down the floor. A few fouls.
Yeah, that pass stolen there by Forrest. He pumps a nice scoop shot up and in. Chris Forrest drained that one. And it's 15-13. Now Kovac with it. Over to Tolson now. Left foul line extended. This is Kai Millard. Now back out top of the key to Kovac. Here's a 3-pointer on the way. That one's off the mark, no good. Jamal Thomas fighting for the rebound, and coming down with it was Lish. Now quickly into the front court to Forrest. Forrest driving. Shot up and in off the glass for Chris Forrest. He's got 7 points to lead all scorers.
And he's hot. And we're knotted at 15.
Chris Forrest has brought his team back to a tie here at 15 with 11 minutes to go here in this first half. Now here's Gilmore, top of the key. Now to Kovac, now Millard, right wing. Guarded there by Zellner, kicks it out. Here's a 2-pointer on the way. That one's off the mark, no good by Gilmore. The rebound, though, taken down by Visley. Fadeaway jumper, that won't go. Forrest gets the rebound, quickly ahead to Nolan Zellner into the front court. Kicks it off Buford, thought about a 3. Now send it back out to Ben Rapp. Now Forrest, he's got an open 3. He hits it off the front of the rim, no good. And Gilmore there with the rebound. Tied at 15. 10:20 to go here, first half. Here is a drive and a shot that just won't go for Kovac. Forrest down with the rebound for Fontbonne. Now Rapp, open 3. That one is off the mark, no good. Couldn't get the roll. And Visley down with the rebound. So the teams again go a little bit cold from the floor. Here's Tolson, jacks up a 3. That's no good. And it'll go out of bounds here at the midway point of this first half. We actually have a timeout called here by the Griffins here. 9:56 to go here in this first half. Off the timeout, Fontbonne ball. John Reese, who's checked in for the first time, has it for the Griffins. We're tied at 15, under 10 to go here in the opening half from Maybe Gymnasium. Glad you could join us on the Prepcast Broadcasting Network. Here's Ben Rapp with it left side. Cross-court pass to Sheets. Pulls it up, now a 3-pointer on the way. That one's off the mark, no good by John Melloway, who's checked in for the first time as well for Fontbonne. A couple new guards in there for Lee McKinney and the Griffins. Westminster gets the rebound. They bring it up. Here's Millard with it. Now back out to Crawford, top of the key. Over to Millard. He drives into the paint. Now dishes it off to Crawford. Good movement there and a foul called on the floor. Haven't had many fouls. That's only the 4th foul of the game. 2 aside now. Foul was called on Daniel Lish. Fontbonne also with a new post player in there. Here is a shot up. That won't go. No good.
Well, the scoreboard's stuck on 15.
Now here's a shot by Reese, off the mark. No good. Sheets down with the rebound. And we have a whistle and a foul. Foul on Skylar Tolson. His first. Now we have they want to make sure at the scorers table on the foul. Confused as to whether it was on 22 or 42. It was on Tolson, number 22. And now we got things set. We're ready to go. Reese will inbound here. Still tied at 15. We've been there for the last couple minutes now. There's a three-pointer on the way by Melloway. That's off the mark, no good. And down with the rebound is Britton Rudd, who's in the game for the first time for Westminster. He's got it. Now it's Millard with it between the circles. Over to Gilmore. Now here's Rudd with it, driving, loses it, but it goes right to Gilmore. Gilmore drives, baseline, tries to put a shot up. He's fouled on his way up, and he'll take 2 shots here.
They put the hammer to him there.
Fouls on Frank Sheets. That's just his first. So Gilmore to the line here for a pair of free throws. He drains the first one. That breaks that 15-15 stalemate. He's just a 59.5% free throw shooter on the season.
That was a wake-up call to the scoreboard operator. He dozed off there for a couple minutes.
Yeah. Ben Rapp checks back in. Second one goes as well. Chris Forrest back in. Kelsey Weymouth checks in for the first time for Westminster. He replaces Gilmore, the shooter. Sits down with 4 points. And it's 17-15 Westminster. Here's Rapp bringing it up now across the timeline for Fontbonne. Rapp driving into the paint, dishes it off to Zellner, loses it on his way up to the hoop, and he was stripped, and it'll go out of bounds. He was stripped by Crawford, so it'll stay with Fontbonne here. 8:06 to go first half. Blue Jays with a 2-point lead here. Rapp triggers the inbound to Thomas, right side, tries an entry pass to Zellner, and it was knocked away and finally knocked out of bounds by Fontbonne. So Westminster will get the ball here with the 2-point lead. Here's Tolson now. Brings it up across the timeline against Ben Rapp. Now Crawford has it between the circles. Now left side to Weymouth. Now Rudd with it. Tolson, top of the key, guarded there by Rapp. He drives, puts a tough shot up in the paint. That's no good, and Thomas down with the rebound. Here's Ben Rapp ahead for Fontbonne. Rapp thought about driving, instead kicks it out to Zellner. Now over to Thomas in the paint. His floater is good. Jamal Thomas with his first points of the night. And we're tied at 17. Fontbonne its first points in a while. Here's Rudd with it. Now over in the corner to Tolson. And the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Westminster here. Fontbonne's got to be wondering what the heck's going on. Their last ball game that they played was a 121-98 game.
Defense
Here we are,
struggle.
17 stall in this one with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Indeed, lots of missed shots. Some pretty good defense here both ways. But they will take it against a very tough Westminster team. They're in the ball game. That's all that matters right now. Here's a three-pointer on the way from Bisley. That's too strong. High arcing rebound, and it ends up getting knocked out of bounds by Thomas into his own bench.
Knowing Lee McKinney, he told everybody we held him under 125.
That's right. Absolutely. So it'll stay with Westminster here with 6:45 to go first half. They inbounded into Bisley. Bisley now over to Crawford right in front of the Fontbonne bench. Drives against Forrest, cut off. Now looks baseline. Here's a reverse layup for Kurt Kovac. So Kovac leading all scorers for the Blue Jays with 7. Forrest has 7 for the Griffins. Now a foul on the floor as Rapp drove.
They're playing this game like the bus is double parked outside. Like Bob Gibson's pitching.
That's right.
We're gonna have this match done under 2 hours.
Kovac. Sounds good. Kovac, who had that last bucket, gets called for the foul here. Just 4 for Westminster, 3 for Fontbonne. But neither team really close to the bonus here yet with 6:20 to go. Here is a bounce pass into the paint to Forrest, and he puts it up in and off the glass, and he's fouled. So Chris Forrest.
He gets a bucket and the bruise.
He can sink this free throw. He'll be the first player in double figures here tonight. As Millard checks back in for Britton Rudd. One Columbia guy for another.
Well, they know a little bit about basketball.
Yep. Actually both from Rockbridge. Here's the free throw. It's good. So Chris Forrest with half of his team's points. He's got 10, and it's 20-19. Fontbonne on top with 6:10 to go first half. Here's Kovac with it. Now top of the key, Millard. Now Visley with it, looking for a lane. Now a jumper on the way. That one rattles in and out, no good. Rebound by Weymouth. He puts it up too strong. Rebound pops all the way out to the perimeter to Crawford. Crawford's got it. Now into the paint to Visley. Fakes one move, puts the second shot up and in. So Jake Visley with 6 points. And the Blue Jays regain the lead.
This is the first. He's not going to miss the second.
21-20. Here's Rapp driving into the paint. Scoop shot up and in off the glass. So Ben Rapp with his first bucket of the night. Quickly back the other way. Here's Weymouth on the bucket. On a layup with a nice pass from Stanley Crawford. So Weymouth's first bucket of the night, and back we go. And back at the other end, Zellner. We keep going back and forth, back and forth. And a timeout call here by Matt Mitchell. He's not liking what he's seeing. It's a full timeout here with 5:16 to go, so we'll take a break. It's a 1-point game. Back after this on the Prepcast. Back to action here as Westminster with the ball down by 1 after their timeout. Here's a turnaround jumper in the paint by Kovac. That's no good. And the rebound brought ahead by Fontbonne. Here's Rapp, open 3 on the way. That's good! As Ben Rapp drains that one, the junior from Zumwalt West, and it's 27-23. Fontbonne with its biggest lead of the night, 4 points. Now Millard with it. Top of the key. Now Justin Gilmore with it. Over to Visley. He's going to try to answer with a 3. That's no good, and Sheets down with the rebound. Now Rapp quickly head into the front court. Need that big 3 moments ago to give his team a 4-point lead. Now an entry pass into Hamilton. Hamilton's shot, that's no good. Rebound fought for, and Hamilton chases it down in the corner. Now to Rapp. Now Sheets, a long 3-pointer. He drains it! Frank Sheets with a big 3-pointer there from way downtown. The junior from Vianney drains it. He's got a couple of threes here tonight. And it's a 7-point Griffin lead here on the league-leading undefeated Blue Jays. Here's Millard in the paint, driving out of Visley. Visley, his off-balance shot is good. The leading scorer for Westminster shows why right there with that nice shot. Here's Rapp quickly in the front court, dumps it. Hamilton, spin move in the paint, shot won't go, but he's fouled. And Eric Hamilton, freshman from Willard, will head to the free throw line. As Eric Hamilton followed in the footsteps of Chris Forrest. He played at Willard. I remember him from the state championship game a few years ago when the Tigers were there. He's going to try for a couple of free throws here. His first attempts of the ball game. His team up by 5. Hamilton's first free throw is good. He's only 8 out of 18, 44.4% from the line, but he drained that one. 31-25, chance to make it a 7-point game again. Next one on the way, and that one rims in as well. So just like that, he went from 44.4% to 50% at the line for the season, now 10 out of 20. 32-25 with 3:05 to go here in the opening half. Here's Millard. Right foul line extended, now to Crawford. Crawford over to Kovac. Kovac, another local guy. He's from Fort Zumwalt South. Now Gilmore with it. Gilmore's drive is cut off. Here's Crawford. Crawford is fouled 20 feet from the bucket by Chris Forrest. That'll be his first. It's 4 on Fontbonne. Westminster with 6, so Griffins will be shooting free throws on every foul for the last 2:45. Here's a fadeaway jumper by Kovac. That is good. That's 9 now for Kovac. 32-27. Sheets with it now. Top of the key, Hamilton almost had it stolen. Hamilton, spin move, kicks it back out now to Buford. Here's Forrest, left foul line extended. Entry pass into Sheets. Sheets looking for somewhere to go with it. Now dumps it off to Hamilton. He goes up, shot no good, but a second chance opportunity goes in for Eric Hamilton. 34-27. 2:10 to go here in this first half. Here's Kovac. Now it is Millard with it. Over to Visley. His jumper on the way. It's good. Visley now in double figures with 10. That was a tough jumper right there for the junior out of Helias. Transfer from Central Methodist. Here's Zellner. Jumper at the other end is good for Nolan Zellner. So the 6'4" sophomore drains it. We keep going back and forth between a 5-point game and a 7-point game.
Yeah, we keep trading baskets.
Yep, 36-29, a minute and a half to go first half. Quick moving first half, as Jim mentioned. Only had 30 minutes on the real clock. We're about to play 20 minutes of basketball. There's a miss by Crawford. Sheets with the rebound. Nice move by Buford. Now it's 3-on-2 the other way. Floater in the paint. Hits the front of the rim. No good. And now Westminster's got numbers the other way. Here comes Crawford in. He puts a roller up. That's no good. And the rebound taken out by Sheets. Here we come the other way now. Here is Buford over to Hamilton. Dumps it over. Forrest shot up off the glass and in for Chris Forrest. And it's a 9-point Fontbonne lead here as we go under a minute in this first half.
They're getting on their feet. They're excited.
I love it here at Fontbonne.
You lose 30 on the road and you come back and got a 9-point lead at half.
Looking for their first conference win at home this season. 0-5 and just 1-6 overall at home this season. There's a spin move in the paint. That won't go. Rebound won't go. Nothing's falling right now for the Blue Jays. Here comes Fontbonne into the front court. Zellner can play for the last shot as the clock is off, and Coach Lee McKinney says, hey, look at the clock. Let's slow it down here and play for the final shot. We got a 9-point lead, so that's what they're going to do. Here's Buford with it as we're down to 10. Down to 9. Buford still with it, guarded there by Crawford. Gives it up now to Forrest with 5 on the clock, with 4. Forrest is going to jack up a 3 and gets the roll off the front of the rim, just ahead of the buzzer. And Fontbonne with a 12-point lead, 41-29 at halftime over the league-leading Westminster Blue Jays. Boy, everything falling just right for Fontbonne there at the end of that first half. So it'll be Westminster ball to start things off. Remember that huge shot by Chris Forrest at the end. His three-pointer at the buzzer hit the front of the rim and then fell through to give his team a 12-point lead. But the Blue Jays will have it to start things off here as they go from right to left here.
That guy's got to make the difference, Jake Visley. He's got to start and find the bottom of the net.
Here's Crawford, who had a good early start, and he gets a good early start here to the second half with a driving baseline layup.
Well, that never hurts when you take it to him.
Crawford had 4 early points and then wasn't heard from. But Nolan Zellner answers at the other end. He's got 6 points, as does Crawford. Right back to a 12-point lead here for Fontbonne. Each team hitting their first shot of the second half.
McKinney's a pretty cagey coach, so it'd be hard to beat him.
Here's Kovac. Nice pass down low to Malone, and it's blocked by Thomas. They swatted it away out of midair.
You know the night's going well when it rolls off a player's back into another guy's hands.
Jamal Thomas with a big swat there, and Fontbonne brings it up now. Here's Rapp Over to Zellner, open three on the way. He can't get that one to fall, though. There's Forrest for the rebound. Puts the shot up and in. It's a reverse layup, and he's fouled. Oh, what a shot there by Forrest.
Well, they always say the first 2 minutes of a half are really critical, and Fontbonne is sticking it to him right now.
Well, Forrest gets that one to go. He's got a game-high 17 points. That's right at his average for the season.
This is the kind of game where there's students on campus, the word spreads. They're all listening to
Yep,
Prepcast.
right.
They'll be coming out of the dorms,
Yep.
and we got about 100 people in the gym right now, but we'll probably have 1,000 by the time the game
The
ends.
dorms are right here, so it won't be a far walk for him to go here to the Maybe Gymnasium Dunham Activity Center here.
No, they're going, let's see, study, basketball.
Right.
We'll
basketball.
We'll take the basketball.
Ah, yes. It's a 14-point lead. Forrest missed the free throw. Westminster back the other way. Here's Crawford over to Millard. Nice no-look pass. Down low to Millette, and he's fouled on his way up to the hoop. And the former Webster Grove Statesman will head to the free throw line. He was knocked down by a guy who's not very far from Webster, Vianney High School in Kirkwood. So Millette, who played just 5 minutes in that opening half, even though he started, did not score a point, has a chance for his first point here tonight. First free throw off the back of the iron, no good. Millette just missed out on the state championship for Webster Groves. He is a junior. It was 2 years ago the Webster won state championship, so it was right after he graduated, as he misses the second as well. Statesman may be on the way to another one this year. We'll see.
They got beat the other night by Oakville.
Yep, Oakville, a very good team as well. So
They ambushed him at home, didn't they?
They did.
They said the crowd went nuts.
The thing about it is when Webster won the state title 2 years ago, they had an upset loss to Oakville as well. So maybe it's a good sign for the Statesmen. Missed shot at the other end, and back the other way is Visley for the jumper.
I guarantee you, Jay Blossom was up all night after that loss.
It's 45-33. Here's Rapp into the front court.
And it's one intense coach.
Now Rapp, open three from the left corner. That's off the front of the rim, no good. And a putback in as Zellner. Putback wouldn't go, but Sheets was right there to put it back in on the second effort. So Sheets now with 6 points. That's his first 2-point basket of the night. And the lead 14 at 47-33. 2.5 minutes into this second half. Here's Kovac. Bounce pass down low to Millard. Now over to Visley. Baseline jumper. That's too strong. And the rebound is taken down by Eric Hamilton. Now Forrest in, driving. Shot up and in off the glass for Chris Forrest. He's got 19. Boy, Chris Forrest had such a strong game last time I saw him on this court against this Westminster team in the SLEAC Championship last year. He's having another strong game here tonight. Timeout by Westminster. Back after this on the Prepcast Broadcasting Network. Off the timeout, it's Westminster ball. The Blue Jays trail it by 16 to the host Fontbonne Griffins. Here's Crawford with the top of the key over to Millette, left side. To Kovac. Kovac looking to drive. He does. He's going to have to kick it out. Tried to find Crawford, but right there for the steal is Forrest. Now 2-on-1 ahead the other way. Here's Sheets playing give and go with Zellner. He's stripped all the way up, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll stay here with the Griffins up by 16. Rapp will trigger the inbound, looking for Sheets. He finds him. Sheets now back to Rapp. Rapp driving, bounce pass back to Sheets, and it is stolen away. Good defense there by Kovac. He got his hands in there and knocked it out. Now Millard into the front court here for the Blue Jays. He drives, loses it though, and Forrest gets the steal. Forrest quickly ahead into the front court, over to Zellner. Now to Sheets, open three-pointer on the way. It's good from Frank Sheets. He drains his third three-pointer of the night. He's got 11 points. And it's 52-33, and Fontbonne has equaled its 52-point output the last time it played Westminster. And oh yeah, there's still 16 minutes to go in the ball game.
And oh yeah, they're doing it with style points.
Up by 19 points. What a surprising. Even though Fontbonne's usually very good, the records this season indicated this would not be a 19-point Fontbonne lead 4 minutes into the second half, but that's why they play the game.
What do you do when you're the coach?
I don't know, just try to...
Better start figuring out the game plan for the next one.
Try to get the troops back into it here. Still plenty of time. Even though the lead has increased from 12 to 19. Dustin Gilmore's checked in now for Adam Millette. Here's Kovac with it. Kovac now driving. Millard kicks it over to Gilmore. Back to Millard, baseline. His jumper on the way, just ahead of the shot clock. Blizzard no good. Rebounded by Crawford, though, and he puts it back up and in. Now Crawford gets a steal, puts a shot up. That won't go. Good defense there by Hamilton.
4-point swing there might have helped a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Crawford got one, couldn't get the other. Now missed three at the other end by Forrest.
Here they go.
And here comes Kovac quickly into the front court. Kurt Kovac. Cross-court pass to Millard. He's got it now head of the key. Right side to Kovac. Gilmore with it. Now Visley. Left foul line extended. Back to Crawford. Now Kai Millard with it. Open three on the way. Yes! Kai Millard, his first points of the night. And that's been huge that he has not dented the scoreboard till now. See if he can get going. Quick 5-0 run here has got the lead back to 14 for Fontbonne, 52-38. Here's Hamilton with it. Eric Hamilton now top of the key. Ben Rapp. Here's Sheets. Now to Hamilton again. Cross-court pass to Rapp. Rapp driving. Baseline, tried to bounce it to Sheets. And it goes off a Westminster player out of bounds. Skylar Tolson come back in for Westminster. You mentioned Millard and Rudd from Rockbridge. Well, so is Skylar Tolson. They have three players from Rockbridge. Pretty darn good program. Might as well take as many players as you can get off of it.
Yeah, what a remarkable program that's become. In the old days, it used to be Columbia Hickman, but Rockbridge has stolen the thunder down there in Columbia and sent guys to all kinds of colleges. There's a football lineman down in Georgia from there.
Absolutely. Rockbridge had the huge lead on Chaminade. Remember in the state semifinals last year, Chaminade ended up coming back and winning that game and winning the state title, but Rockbridge was very good last year. Pretty darn good this year. They got a kid who's going to Mizzou, Ricky Kreklo. Here's a off-balance shot just ahead of the buzzer on the shot clock. That's no good from Forrest. Now quickly back the other way, Westminster. Millard kicks it out. Visley, three-pointer. Yes! Jake Visley drains it, and all of a sudden it's an 11-point game here, an 8-0 run. As Visley now with 15. So just like that, that's what you do.
That's how those leads can hang in the breeze.
52-41. Here's Buford with it right side over to Hamilton. Now back to Jared Buford. Out of Eureka. Tried to bounce pass to Jamal Thomas from Gateway Tech, and that one's knocked away. Westminster, just like that, has a chance to cut it back into single digits. Here's Millard with it. Over to Gilmore. This leg gets open. Oh, he had a three momentarily. Now he drives, and a traveling call on Visley in the paint. So a turnover there by Westminster. Down 52-41. Still plenty of time. 13 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in this contest. Don't forget more Westminster basketball coming up for you this weekend from Greenville. Here is Forrest.
High school basketball coming up from everywhere.
Absolutely. On Friday night. Check your schedule page. We'll go over that a little later. Schedule. Here's Thomas. Bounce pass out of bounds. And a turnover back to Westminster.
Well, Bradley Beal will be on display out at CBC on Friday night. And you say the students will all be dressed up in Bob McCormick suits. They'll all be stopping at Saville Row to pick up their outfits. And that should be quite the event.
Absolutely.
I think I'm going to wear a suit to go out there and work.
Yeah, absolutely. You should. They changed the call now to say it was off of Westminster, so Fontbonne will keep it here. Here's Hamilton driving, spin move in the paint, no good. Thomas down with the rebound. His shot, though, won't go. And Gilmore with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Millard. He's got full head of steam into the front court. Shot up, though, too strong. Visley's put back won't go. Rebound bounces all the way out. Crawford gets it. Crawford shot up and in for Stanley Crawford. 10 straight points for Westminster, and Lee McKinney wants a timeout here as his lead has been cut from 19 down to 9 with lead at 52-33. But 10 straight points from Westminster has gotten the Blue Jays back to within single digits here, 52-43, with 12:30 to go here in the second half.
Well, if you're listening back in Fulton, Missouri, in one of those dorms down at Westminster, you got a tremendous game to take in down the stretch. Your Jays have fought from 19 down to 9 down.
A missed shot by Zellner at the other end. The rebound bounced off a Westminster player out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Griffins as Rapp checks back in for Buford. Zellner to trigger the inbound, gets it into Rapp.
Like you said, there's plenty of time left. There's 12:20 on the clock.
Now here's Zellner with it. Left corner to Rapp, guarded there by Tolson. Top of the key, Hamilton, 3 on the way. That's going to be short, and it's saved. What a play by Forrest to save it. Over to Rapp, and he puts it in. Bill Forrest saves his buddy from Willard there, and he gets it into Rapp, and Rapp drains it. Big bucket there to break the Westminster run. Quickly back the other way. Crawford looking for a little reverse layup. He was too far under the goal. And the rebound's taken down by Hamilton.
He just tried to puts it in there.
Hustle play there by Visley, getting in the passing lane. Almost came down with it, but he was out of bounds there and almost ended up in the bleachers. But good effort there by Visley. It'll stay with Fontbonne here. 11-point lead in the ball with 11:35 to go.
Well, this isn't hurting Matt Mitchell at all to see how his team can fight from behind.
Absolutely.
They may have to do that in the playoffs this year.
Absolutely. Here's Thomas. Nice pass to a cutting Zellner, and he puts it in. Zellner with 8 points now. And it's a 13-point game. Here's Millard, left side. Sends it back out now between the circles to Tolson. Now it is Gilmore. Over to Millard. It's a cutting Visley. Nice spin move. And his kick back out to Tolson. Over to Crawford. Three-pointer is going to be short. Rebound is volleyed up into the air. And last touch by Gilmore.
That evokes some groans down there.
Even a slap of the floor by Gilmore. So Fontbonne will get the ball here as Daniel Lish will check in for Zellner.
And with that big comeback, they've gone a little flat now.
Well, it took so much energy to get back.
Took a lot of energy.
Does. Maybe, like you said, going a little flat here, but still a lot of time. 11 minutes to go. 13-point lead, but with the ball, Fontbonne. Here's Rapp. Now over to Daniel Lish. Long cross-court pass to Sheets. Bounce pass to Forrest into the paint. Shot up. Won't go, but he's fouled. And Chris Forrest will head to the free throw line here. Forrest is 1 for 2 here tonight. His only 2 free throws came on the back end of made 2-pointers. This will be his first trip to the line for 2. And he drops in the first one, so that gives him an even 20 points now here tonight. Leads all scorers in the ball game. Leading scorer for Westminster, Jake Visley with 15. Forrest's second one is good. So after the 10-0 run, it's now a 6-0 run by Fontbonne, and their lead back up to 15 here. 58-43. Now here's Millard, left wing over to Visley.
Yeah, the hill's got pretty steep for the Jays.
Now Gilmore with it over to Millard, left wing. Going to put up a 3, and that one's too strong. Off the rim to Thomas. Now here's Rapp into the front court over to Jamal Thomas. Now to Lish. Thought about the 3, instead picks up the dribble, gives it to Rapp. Back out to Lish. They'll reset things here. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Now we've gone under 10 minutes to go here in the second half. Here's Thomas. Over to Lish. Bounce pass into the paint. Sheets. Fake. Shot. Up and in for Frank Sheets. Frank Sheets with 13 here tonight. And it's a 17-point game, so they've almost got that 10-0 run right back here. 8 in a row.
Yeah, they have.
And it's 17-point lead, 60-43.
You could break this game down into definite segments that have been.
Right now the segment favoring Fontbonne here. Here is Visley hanging jumper. That's no good, and Sheets with the rebound. Now ahead to Forrest. 17-point lead in the ball here for Fontbonne. Now it is Daniel Lish with it. Over to Sheets, right in front of the Fontbonne bench. Sheets back out to Rapp. 15 on the shot clock. Entry pass, Thomas, jumper, yes! Jamal Thomas with the jumper. You got a 10-0 run, I got a 10-0 run for you right there.
Timeout.
So right back to a 19-point game, 62-43. Here is Tolson with it. Now Visley, left wing. Guarded there by his number counterpart, Lish. And now Lish is going to be called for a foul as he got up a little bit too far into the face of Kurt Kovac. Now Britton Rudd will check in. Rudd's going to place Visley, so now all three Rockbridge guys are on the court. Millard, Tolson, and Rudd, along with Gilmore and Kovac.
It's the Columbia Bruins out there.
Along with Gilmore and Kovac. Now a steal by Rapp. Rapp quickly ahead. Nice layup up and in for Ben Rapp. And it's 64-43.
That'll get you a timeout.
And a timeout call here by Westminster. 8 minutes and 14 seconds to go here from the Maybe Gymnasium. And right now it's all Fontbonne. Jim Bears, they lead at 64-43. 1 point lead for Fontbonne, a 55-point turnaround.
There's something about that good whole home dorm cooking.
I guess. Fontbonne, though, has struggled at home this season, hasn't won a conference game at home, but what do you know? League leader comes in, and they're up big, but Justin Gilmore hits a three.
They sure look like tonight they're going to get that first one.
So Gilmore drains it. Talked about the three Rockbridge guys out there, and then Gilmore's from Jeff City, so four guys from the mid-Missouri area.
Yeah, we just moved this game down to Jeff and play.
A lot of guys there on that Westminster team, and why not?
I know the Jays wish they were playing in Fulton today.
Absolutely. Here's a shot no good by Sheets, and the rebound taken down by Kovac, the only non-mid-Missouri guy. He's from St. Peter's. Here's a three from Gilmore again. This one, though, off the mark, no good, and Forrest skies high for the rebound. Now ahead to Rapp. 18-point lead in the ball here with 7:09 to go for Fontbonne.
Well, I know what Man Mitchell's thinking himself. He don't want to play this kind of game in the postseason.
Well, maybe they get it out of their system
Get him out of their system, yeah.
That could be one big hope, I guess. Here is a shot that's off the mark by Forrest, no good from the baseline, and the rebound all in by Gilmore. Here comes Millard quickly ahead.
I know he wants to invite everybody to his party down in Fulton.
Absolutely.
See if he can be the home team for this tournament.
They do have a 2.5 game lead here. There's a shot by Tolson's off the mark, no good. And a rebound hauled in by Thomas.
They're in a world of hurt.
Timeout called by Lee McKinney. 6:27 to go here. Off the timeout by Fontbonne, they have the ball with an 18-point lead.
It's kind of an odd timeout for Fontbonne with the game pretty much in hand. Why they want to use one there, I don't know. I guess McKinney had something to talk to his troops about.
Here's Rapp with it.
He said, don't get overconfident, guys.
That's right. Had that big lead first time around. Saw Westminster come right back and try not to have it happen again. Here's Thomas going in for the bucket as Jamal Thomas with 6 points. And it's a 20-point game, 66-46. Now driving. Here's a shot up and in for Kurt Kovac. He had 9 points in the first half, but that's his first points of the second half.
Yeah, very little has gone wrong for the Griffins tonight.
Now Rapp. There's a turnover by the Griffins. Quickly ahead now, 2-on-1. The other way, Tolson. Shot up off the glass and in. So 4 quick points there. Gets it down to a 16-point game, 66-50. Full court press employed here by the Blue Jays. Worked last time around. This time, though, a foul on Kovac, reaching in on Ben Rapp. Those two guys are from rival schools, Zumwalt South and Zumwalt West. As Kovac a junior, Rapp a junior, so they had some battles in high school, no doubt. And the GAC, here's Rapp off the inbound. 5:20 to go. Time not on Westminster's side here. Here's Rapp still with it, guarded by Tolson. Now gives it up just ahead of the 5-second count to Zellner. Bounce pass down low. Thomas with the jam! Jamal Thomas went up and stuffed it home. He's got 8 points, including the last couple here. Here's a 3-point answer at the other end by Kovac. So now he with 5 quick points here as 14. And now a reach-in foul on Jake Bisley. I think one of the messages was let's start fouling here because we got to get our foul total up here for Westminster. They've started fouling here. You get down this late, you got to start putting them on the free throw line here pretty soon. So fouls are only 3 apiece at this point. So Eric Hamilton will trigger the inbound. Big jam by Thomas, answered at the other end by the 3 from Kovac. Still a 15-point lead, though, for the Griffins. Here's Thomas with it. Now down baseline to Forrest. Kicks it back out now to Hamilton, over to Buford. 15 on the shot clock, 4:33 in the game. Nice entry pass into Forrest, and he puts it up and in off the glass. Chris Forrest with 23 points here.
Yeah, these guys are certainly padding their scoring averages tonight.
Absolutely. 70-53. Fontbonne on top. Here's Tolson. Right wing. Jumper on the way is good. Just inside the 3-point arc. Tolson, all 4 of his points here in the second half. And it's 70-55. 4 minutes remaining. Here's Buford. Across the timeline, guarded by Tolson. Buford throws it to Thomas, but off of his hands and out of bounds. Buford had to give it up. He was about to be called for a 5-second count there and threw it to Thomas, but it went off his fingertips and right into the Fontbonne bench. Chris Forrest yells to his teammates, D up.
15-point game.
Defense here. 3:45 to go. Here's Kovac with it. Over to Tolson, lines up a 3. That one's good. Skylar Tolson, timeout call here, a 30-second timeout called by Westminster. So Tolson suddenly heating up from the floor. Well, you knew the Blue Jays would have at least one more run in them. Not going to go down without a fight, and they have timeouts remaining for Westminster. 1:30 and 1 full. Rapp gets it ahead now to Forrest as they break the press.
Well, I can't say I saw the Billikens give up 10 points in 1 minute once. So it can be done.
It can be done, you're right. Here is Hamilton with it.
Which had to be the last minute of the game. And they lost.
Yeah.
And they lost.
Entry pass into Sheets. That is off the mark, no good. Rebound batted out to Tolson. Chance to make it a 10 or maybe a 9-point game here. Here's a 3-pointer on the way. That one's off the mark, no good by Crawford, and the rebound pinballs out to Thomas. Big 3-point miss right there. Now Rapp quickly ahead. Into Thomas. His shot no good, but a foul. Draws a 2-shot foul now. Westminster wants to start piling up the fouls here, but they don't necessarily want to do it with shooting fouls, but they do right here. Foul's called on Tolson. So now Thomas, the junior, 6'7", 200-pound junior out of Gateway Tech, will have a chance to get himself into double figures if he can make both of these free throws. First one on the way is good. So 9 points now for Thomas. He could join Chris Forrest and Frank Sheets, his teammates in double figures. Ben Rapp has 9, Nolan Zellner has 8, so they're right there too. And that shot is good. In fact, they are the only, well, there's 6 players actually who've scored tonight for Fontbonne, so not a lot of guys scoring, but there's a 3 at the other end by Millard. Just his second of the night. Just his second field goal of the night. It's an 11-point game, 72-61. Griffins break the press again here into Thomas, and he's fouled again as Bisley hacked him on his way up to the hoop. So the foul will be called on Bisley. That's his third, and Thomas, who just drained 2, will head back to the free throw line. First one on the way, and that's good. Thomas showing a nice touch from the free throw line here. The Griffins are 5 out of 6 from the charity stripe here in the second half, and we'll be seeing them shoot more free throws here down the stretch. He does miss that one. Crawford had the rebound in his hands, and it went off of him and out of bounds. A bad break there for the Blue Jays. Bodies were flying everywhere. Crawford had it, but slipped out of his hands. He was facing the end line there and went right out of bounds. So big break there for Fontbonne. They get a fresh 35 here with a 12-point lead. Here's Zellner. Hands it off now to Ben Rapp. Back to Zellner. No hurry here for Fontbonne with an 11-point lead. All they have to do is make sure they get a shot off before the shot clock. Well, they're going to take one now. Why not? Lee McKinney, I don't think he wanted that shot. It looked like he put his hands up like, no, don't shoot it, but it went in. For Nolan Zellner, now he has 10. 75-61. Shot on the way, no good. A three by Millard. That's off the mark. And a foul, or actually, check that, a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Fontbonne. Everything favoring Fontbonne right now.
What's favoring them is the scoreboard.
Yeah.
In a victory, which is pretty much in hand for them.
14-point lead under 2 minutes to go. Looks like Westminster's undefeated conference record will go by the wayside here tonight. But they'll still have a 2-game lead in conference. So
and a 10-1 record's not too shabby.
No. There's a shot up and in by Zellner, and he's fouled. That may just put the nail in the coffin here. Big bucket there for Zellner. Now, definitely.
This is a dose of reality for the Jays. They know they can get whipped good, and they are getting whipped good tonight. They'll have to put the pieces back together for the stretch run in the tournaments. It's a get it out of your system game.
And right now, a couple substitutes in. Kelsey Weymouth, the sophomore, will come in, and for the first time tonight, another sophomore from right here in St. Louis, Parkway South, Mark Wright, will check in. Part of those great Patriot teams over the last few years. He checks in for the first time here tonight. Zellner misses the free throw, and Weymouth gets the rebound. Quickly ahead into the front court. Kovac, Tolson lines up a three. That's off the mark, no good. Bisley down with the rebound, and he puts it back up and in. Bisley was 17.
I wonder if he thought about kicking it out.
I don't know. Minute 30 to go here. Try and get as much points as they can in a hurry, I suppose. Here, 14-point lead and a near turnover. But Tolson knocked it out of bounds.
You give credit where credit is due. I mean, Fontbonne's played a tremendous game from beginning to end.
Fontbonne calls a full timeout here. I want to talk things over defensively with a 14-point lead with 1:26 to go. Pre-game show here, as always, on the Prepcast Broadcasting Network. The inbound into Rapp. Rapp now kicks it out. Here's Sheets with it, and his pass too far across the court, and Lee McKinney puts hands to head on that one. And come on now, what are you doing? Don't throw the ball away here with the big lead.
All Lee wants to do is make the last 1:15 go away. Nothing else.
That'll
make him a happy man.
That'll earn Frank Sheets a seat on the bench, though, as Jamal Thomas will come in and replace him.
Lee was coaching basketball when Sherman beat Tecumseh.
Here's Tolson, a long three. That one's off the mark, no good, and the ball bounces right off of Forrest's fingertips and into the Westminster bench, so it'll stay with the Blue Jays. Mark Wright will trigger the inbound here.
Yeah, he's one of the finest men I've ever met in the game. He and Harry Statham are
Absolutely
in a league of their own.
How many victories between the two of them? About 1,700.
Million.
Here is Kovac's off-balance three. That's no good.
Great dedication to the game of basketball.
And Rapp is almost clothesline there. He gets fouled. Harry Statham, of course, the longtime coach at McKendree in Lebanon, Illinois. Just wrapped up
Lee
his
McKinney,
1,000th
who built the
victory.
program, started the program, and built the program here at Fontbonne.
Actually, probably almost 1,800 by the time you think about it. 1,000 for Statham, 800 almost for McKinney. Rapp with the free throw, that's good. So now he's in double figures. 5 Fontbonne players in double figures here tonight.
You wonder what it takes to put a guy on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Lee battled a serious bout of cancer, and he's still out here.
79-63. Here is an off-balance shot by Tolson, no good. A fight for the rebound. Forrest comes away with it. Ahead to Zellner. Now to Thomas. And they'll kick it back out.
Oh, I can play a little pitch and catch now.
Absolutely. Yeah, Zellner, if he'd have taken that three, boy, Lee McKinney would have had him on the bench. He had a wide-open three. But
time to take a bow.
They pull it out, and the Fontbonne fans rise to their feet here. 21 seconds to go. They will have to shoot it because the shot clock will run out.
Oh, I don't think they care.
But a big victory here tonight for Fontbonne. Now Forrest puts it up ahead of the shot clock. No shot clock violation.
They just let the clock run out.
Clock's going to keep running. Doesn't really matter at this point.
They played this game in 1 hour and 30 minutes. This could be an NCAA record. This will
Westminster
we won't even get to an hour and 31 minutes.
Westminster inbounds it, and Fontbonne comes away with a 16-point victory here. 79-63, and the Griffins pull off the doubleheader sweep of Westminster here tonight in this contest.